YouTube, what it do? It's your boy CamGotBandz, and we is back, man. We are back on the YouTube, and it's been a while. It's been almost a year since I uploaded. I was doing some different things back then. I was trying to do food reviews, movie reviews, things of that nature, but I decided to shift my focus and my desires to what I'm passionate about, and that's sports. So on this channel, moving forward, I'm gonna be talking, football, basketball, hockey, baseball, whatever I'm feeling. My favorite teams: Dallas Cowboys, Los Angeles Lakers, New York Rangers, New York Yankees, Duke Blue Devils, and I'm just gonna be talking sports heavy. And I'm not just gonna gear it to my favorite teams. I'm gonna talk, other teams, other sports, player news, team news, whatever is popping, whatever I feel like needs to be talked about. I'm gonna come on here and I'm gonna talk about it because sports is my passion, like I said, and I want to do something in my life that's geared towards sports because that's what I love. That's really what I love to do. What I love to talk about. I love playing sports, love watching sports. So why would I not try to pursue something that I am passionate about? But to get to the focus of today's video, like I said, I can ramble on about anything sports related. The Cowboys hire SMU's Scott Symons, Symons, hopefully I'm saying that right. My bad, brother, if I'm not. As inside linebackers coach. The Cowboys added SMU's defensive coordinator Scott Symons as inside linebackers coach, bolstering new DC Christian Parker's young staff as after a tough 2025 season. Symons, a three-time Broyles Award nominee, guided SMU to top PFF grades and 31 wins over 4 years, choosing Dallas over other NFL interests. His hire joins other rising stars like 33-year-old outside linebacker coach, CUD. I'm going to call him CUD until I figure out how to pronounce his name. I'm not even going to attempt that. Chidera Uzo. We're going to stop right there. And 35-year-old DB's coach Ryan Smith, signaling an aggressive scheme overall aimed at unlocking players like DeMarvion Overshown. Listen, I really like this hire. Seems like he was very well respected in college football. He has some nominees. Another thing I like though right now, another thing that I really, really like, Cowboys defensive staff ages. DC Christian Parker, 34. D-line coach Marcus Dixon, 41. Outside linebacker coach Chidera Uzo, 33. Inside linebacker coach Scott Symons, 40. Pass game coordinator Derek Ansley, 44. DB's coach Ryan Smith, 35. Assistant linebacker coach JJ Clark, 36. Assistant defensive back coach Robert Muschamp, 29. We don't have a single coach over the age of 45. The closest one is Derek Ansley. He's 44. He'll probably be 45 soon. But we have a relatively young defensive coaching staff. And I feel like that is very important in today's age because these older coaches, they're great coaches, legacy wise. But we're getting into a new age of football. And these young minds are able to tap into our younger players, and it's deeper than just X's and O's. It's way deeper than X's and O's. You got to really bond with these players. You got to build a relationship with these players, and just screaming plays at them and schemes at them. If it's confusing, you're not gonna tap into their potential because they're so worried about the X's and O's part. They're not gonna even try to rely on their talent sometimes if they're not there mentally with the coaches. Now, some players are that good to where, their talent would just take over anyway, but players like Bland, for example, Diggs, for example, when we had Dan Quinn, those players looked elite because Dan Quinn was tapping into what they could do. They was tapping into their potential. When we moved on from Dan Quinn, both of those corners looked horrible. They looked terrible. And that's because that player-coach relation was not there anymore. It became strictly X's and O's on our defense, and our defense suffered from that. And you see Jerry Jones is going in the complete opposite direction. We're getting younger minded coaches on the defensive side of the ball so we can tap into our potential. Because we have a lot of young players on defense with potential. And Christian Parker, I believe, is going to lead this group to unlock a lot of players' potential on our defense, especially in the secondary. Even my man's RJ right here is saying the same thing I'm saying. There is zero doubt that the Cowboys are doing things a little bit differently this offseason. To be clear, I mean this is just in a literal sense. They are looking under rocks, relatively speaking, that they have chosen not to before. It may not work, but it's damn refreshing. And that is facts. It may not work, but it's refreshing seeing them do something that we haven't seen ever. Not that I can remember. We're getting younger minded coaches, which I think is going to be very important. Very, very important. And another guy, AJ's. Dallas continues to hit grand slams with their defensive hires. This is a heater. Hell of a hire. One of the most creative defensive minds in college football over the last several seasons. Rather telling of what new defensive coordinator Christian Parker wants to be on that side of the ball. This is not just all right, man, come be a part of the staff. Hopefully, you can do something for us. No, all of these hires on defense I've seen the past few weeks are very strategic with a purpose. Cowboys are moving with purpose now, and I'm here for it, man. I'm here for it. Like I said, y'all, man, I am excited for these hires we have on the defense. I'm excited for this offseason. I can't wait to see who we get in free agency. If we trade anybody, get anybody in trading. The draft, I'm especially excited for. We can have up to $131 million of cap space with restrictions and things of that nature. If we get that, we can make some really good moves in this offseason. And it's looking like Jerry Jones will make great moves. He's already had so far, and we're only in February. I cannot wait to see what else we do. I'm going to be covering a lot of Cowboy stuff this offseason. And it doesn't just stop there. Of course, I got basketball, hockey, baseball, things of that nature. But football is going to be really heavy right now because Cowboys are going to make moves. And y'all will hear about it from me first. Other than that, man, I appreciate all the support. Please like, comment, subscribe, share. If you enjoyed the content, follow me on Instagram and TikTok. That will be in the description below. And like I said, man, consistent content, sports content is coming all year long. Pause. Not even just all year long. Forever, man. Like I said, I can talk about sports all day. And that's what we're going to do. Other than that, hope y'all got bands. I'm out.